Welcome to A-List Country, and today we have Juno and CCMA nominated country superstar Tyler Joe Miller.
Coming off the bus, ditch my backpack, grab my
Thanks for joining us.
Of course, superstar. The resume.
Just go with it. Just go.
Yeah, I'll roll with it.
You had a pretty unique entry into the country music scene. Pillow Talkin' hit #1 on the Billboard Canada country charts, and it also went gold. You were the first independent artist to do that. How did that moment feel, and did it change the expectations you had for your career?
Yeah, because my career was being a contractor.
Yeah.
So it definitely changed a lot. It's one of those things where like it was always a dream, but it's one of those things that's like it seems like way too big of a dream to actually happen.
Yeah.
And so you kind of like you're scared to chase it because you don't want to, fail or not make it happen. But so it was like just kind of like a hobby for me for a while, and then I was playing for other people and just having a good time. And but yeah, like I wasn't expecting gold records, I wasn't expecting #1s or top 10s or whatever it was, and so it was a big life change for me. And I remember the moment that I got told that it like went #1, and I was like doing a renovation on a house, and I was like spraying the ceiling. And so I like almost wasn't able to take the call. I was like, guys, like I'm covered in paint right now. Like, but yeah, so it definitely changed the whole trajectory of my career because it made me change careers into doing music. And yeah, it's kind of crazy how it took off from there. And like, it started during COVID, which was like a really weird time to start a new career too. So like for all of COVID, I'm working on construction sites doing contracting, and my songs are playing on the radio all the time. And so it's just a really weird like transition.
Your second single also went #1, I'd Be Over Me Too, but this time you were also the songwriter as well. So how is songwriting important to your identity as an artist?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of who I am as an artist. And like, if you're not a writer on a song too, like there's also a part of the artistry of like, picking songs. Mm-hmm. And like Pillow Talkin', I didn't write, but it was like my biggest song ever. And blew things up, but it felt like it was a part of me, like it felt like my DNA, which is the reason why I said yes to the song, because like once I heard it, I was like, this is my song. Like, I know I didn't write it, but like this is mine. And but when it comes to like writing the song too, it's like it's fully your DNA in this music, and like you're not telling somebody else's story, you're telling your own story. And so yeah, it's really cool. And when that one went #1, like it felt like a different experience. Yeah. Because like I'll Be With Me Too was like my song baby. It was the first one that it was a piece of art that I got to see from the very start of it being written, be a part of that whole process. And like when we wrote it, it was actually a ballad. Yeah, so like it was like a slow song. And then we got in the studio, and Dan Dupel, who produced it, he was like, dude, don't freak out, but like this is what I got done for drums on the song. And he played it, and it was a fast song. I was like, what the hell? Like this is the ballad. And so it's crazy how the whole song changed even from the writing process to production. It was just a totally different song, but it made so much more sense. And I love like the having like lyrics that are really sad, but then the music is really happy.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing. And so that was a great move on his part. But the little fun fact too is that like while we were writing I'll Be Over Me Too, one of the writers was Kelly Archer, and she's just massive songwriter in Nashville. And she's actually like, we didn't realize until that songwriting session that we grew up like, I don't know, like 20 minutes apart. Like we're both from British Columbia. And yeah, once we finished the song, it was the first time she'd heard my voice, and she's like, "Oh, like I really like your voice, and I think it would work really well for this other song that I have called Pillow Talk. And do you want to hear it?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so it was funny because like within that one songwriting session, I got one song that we wrote, and then I got one song that was a pitch, and they ended up being the first two songs that we put out. So
Amazing.
crazy.
So speaking of ballads, your song Fighting got me through some pretty tough times. What's the story behind that song? Was it more personal or?
Yeah, I was going through a time of
Yeah.
figuring myself out a
Yeah.
bit, like what I wanted, who I wanted to be. And Fighting is actually a song that I had written before I ever had like Pillow Talking or I'll Be Over Me Too or like
Oh,
a
wow.
bunch of that one I wrote with some really close buddies just in town here up the road. Wrote it with Dan Swinimer, Wes Mack, and Dave Faber, and yeah, we just like we became this like songwriting group that just loved hanging out with each other.
Oh.
And like we all just like we fell in love with the songwriting, and we all just fell in love with each other. We just broing out hard, and yeah, it's funny because like we're all just like when we're hanging out, it's just a gong show, and we're so goofy.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the songwriting part of it, it's like, hey, I got this serious thing that I want to talk about, and it's like, all right, let's dive into it. And we would write these songs that like, you know, meant a lot. And Fighting was I think it might have been the first song that we wrote all together. And yeah, I was just going through a tough time of just figuring myself out and trying to just like be honest with myself of where I was at, and it probably wasn't a great place, and trying to figure out how I get to a better place.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was just about being vulnerable with where I'm at. And it's a scary thing because you always think that you're the only one, and then you open up about it. And in a songwriting session, it was almost therapy for us, where it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm going through this, and they're like, yeah, me too. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my, like I'm not the only person going through this stuff. And so
And it's-
yeah, it feels like songwriting, but it's really therapy.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of country music, this year you are nominated for 3 CCMAs.
Crazy.
Amazing, Fans Choice, Album of the Year, Male Artist of the Year. How does these nominations feel, and especially like this period of your career?
It's nuts because you go through you go through highs and lows and everything in between, and it's been like a big year of change for me, and it's been like in a really good way, and it's a bit scary because like you don't know how much support you're always getting and all that, and like now I was with the label before, now I'm a fully independent artist, and so like I'm the captain steering the ship and choosing the songs, and you know there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
I got a great team with me, our live management. We're doing this all together, and it's great. But yeah, it's a bit of a scary thing to jump out and do your own thing. But it's so cool when you get news like that I had like 3 nominations on, especially like those ones, like
Yeah.
Those are
album of the
huge.
year. Like that's all about your art.
Yeah.
You know, it's about the first song to last song on the album.
Yeah.
You know, that's a kudos to your music, which is really cool. And then Fans Choice is nuts. Like there's so many of us in that, but it's like, man, like there's so much talent too that could be in that too. The fact that I'm on that list is really, really cool. And that one's up to the fans,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I think means the most out of anything.
Yeah.
Because the fans are the reason why we do any of this. And so I would say that's like the biggest, craziest one. Yep. And male artists, like, man, there's a lot of great talent for the males and females, and you know, there's just so much that, you know, there's only a little handful of people that get to be nominated for those things. And so yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's kind of hard to explain the feelings of it because there's always that like surprise of just like, oh, they voted for me, like that's nice.
Yeah.
Friday, August 22nd, this Friday, is a big one for you. So you're performing on the YQM Country Fest stage here in Dieppe in Moncton.
That's right.
And you have a new single coming out called Good Run. How are you
That's right.
preparing for that?
Freaking out, hoping that our flight's gonna
Perfect.
take off.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. I've been like waiting to play YQM. Like
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one for a while. And like we love like we're as West Coast as you can go. I'm like the
Yeah.
ocean 15 minutes that way. But going to the East Coast, like we absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Me and the band, like it's just such great East Coast hospitality, and everybody just like it's in your culture, music. Like it's just so embedded in it that like they just love every show that comes through. And so we're stoked every time we get to come, and we've heard just such great things about YQM and
Yeah.
and yeah, the promoters and everybody have been amazing. And yeah, and we're like, oh, this is great. We're also dropping a new song on the night that we're playing, or on the day that we're playing YQM.
No big deal.
And all of a sudden, there's a strike, and we're like, crap, we have no flights. How do we get
But
coast
that's
to
true.
coast?
That's
But yeah, so it's been a lot of, it's been a stressful week of trying to figure that out, and it is gonna feel so much better when our boots are on the ground
Yes.
Absolutely.
at YQM.
Yeah.
We're just, man, it's gonna be a good time.
We will hopefully, most likely, we're gonna run, make it to the front row. We're gonna be there with Amanda and Jessica from Nova Scotia. I
Yeah.
think. At
Nice.
the time.
Yeah.
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 So we'll be
Yeah.
like
Right on.
fangirling it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll see you out there.
That's our plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok has shown us that you've been very busy and you're quite the handyman. So we want to know, how are the chicks enjoying their new pad? Their swings, like, are they loving it? And are they loving the TikTok fandom? Or are they like being divas, or are they staying humble?
They hate it. The run they love. Like, yeah, we moved on this property and it had like a chicken coop and like horse stable. It used to be like an old horse track.
Yeah.
And it's got like, I think, I don't know, but there's like a horse stable on it and like a chicken coop. And so I was like, this is like great. I eat a lot of eggs and my girlfriend wanted chickens. And so we're like, this is a great combo. Yeah, the chickens are loving it. And like we raised them from like, I don't know, a day or two old, whatever they were. And so like it took like a while for them to get their feathers and stuff and get warm enough here that we could put them outside. But I just tried to shoot a video in there yesterday.
We gave it all, we tried our best. Gave the hearts right out our chest.
And it didn't go well because they want nothing to do with my guitar and me singing. Like they were saying bok bok, but I'm sure they were telling me to shut the hell up. You want to use them for content and stuff, and like the second I get in the coop, they're like, no, I'm out.
So what is next? Is there any, after YQM, any tours or any albums or?
We still got a little bit of shows in the fall and stuff, and but within the fall got a little bit of time, which we've set aside to do more recording.
Okay.
So we've got some songs in the pocket, basically ready to go that we've been sitting on for a little bit, and so Good Run is kind of like the first out of that batch, and my latest single that I have at radio right now is called Doing What She Does, and that one is kind of like the first radio single off of this next project. And so yeah, we're hoping to get the next project done here within the fall, hopefully, to get released for 2026.
So one thing that we do is we always ask, who do you think we should interview next?
Yeah.
Oh,
Call them out.
yeah. All right. Have you had Matt Lang?
No,
No,
we haven't.
We need to.
Get some Quebec love in there.
Yeah. He's
they-
hilarious.
Oh, he's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's a great dude, and like one of my really good friends. And yeah, he's just a beauty, and yeah, loves to have a good time, and he'll tell you stories.
Amazing.
We're coming for you, Matt.
Yeah, you heard it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Tyler
Yeah.
Miller.
Of course. Thanks for
Man,
having me.
it was great.
You're
Yeah.
so fun.
It was amazing seeing you, and we're excited to see you on Friday.
So excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm excited to get there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Land, breathe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got plan B, we got plan C, we got plan D.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Good.
That's for
We're looking forward to it.
yeah, one way or another.
Sweet. We will see you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so, so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course.